Yanik of Pit and Quarry here, coming to you from Menor, Ohio. We're in the midst of the coronavirus pandemic still, and like so many of you out there in the world, we're working from home. We're obviously, a magazine. We're not on the front lines and deemed essential like you, but we're continuing to do our jobs, put out a magazine, put updates on pitandquarry.com, and largely we're kind of shifted into this coronavirus coverage mode. We're just coming off probably the biggest equipment show in our world, in ConExpo ConAg, and it's crazy to think that we've shifted so rapidly from that mindset, covering things immediately into this coronavirus world where there are impacts on the front lines. Construction fortunately has been deemed essential in most parts of this country, and life goes on for aggregate producers and their vendors for the most part. As we've been kind of taking tabs and reaching out by phone remotely here to kind of gather how the industry's been doing, these 3 weeks since we've been in a national emergency, they're doing pretty well. They're worried about getting parts. They're worried about what's potentially to come. I mean, is there a worst case scenario coming? As we heard from the president recently, we're probably looking at the worst of this is still in front of us as a country. The silver lining that I'm kind of seeing as I talk to people, whether they're producers or suppliers or association directors, people are very positive and they're very optimistic. They're hopeful that this is something that we can come out of quickly, sooner than later, and the road is not necessarily going to be as long as the recovery was in 08, 09, and that's kind of the feeling that I'm capturing from those in the market. Again, we've really shifted into understanding the impacts that this is having on aggregate producers. We're hearing reports about how they're making small adjustments in terms of wiping surfaces down, in ticketing and trying to reduce interactions with customers. Just being a little bit cautious about how vendors come on site, and in a lot of cases what we're hearing is vendors aren't necessarily going around at the pace or the rate that they were before. So that's certainly a change. Another big development this week too, President Trump continues to do his daily press briefings about the coronavirus, and again, we're here on April 1st. Yesterday in his briefing and in a tweet, he talked about addressing infrastructure and maybe doing something related to revamping finally the nation's crumbling infrastructure. We're hoping, at least Pit and Quarry's hoping, I know a lot of the people we're talking to, they're hopeful that maybe this unfortunate event that we're all experiencing right now is the one event that will finally get things through on infrastructure, that can unite these divided parties and get something done. Now that we're spending trillions of dollars on relief, it's clear that legislators and the Trump administration, they're looking at using infrastructure or utilizing infrastructure as a way to recover the nation. We're keeping tabs on a lot of different developments related to the coronavirus. We got a dedicated coronavirus page that houses a lot of our related content. Our May issue will have some coronavirus coverage down the road. More immediately, again, look for our April issue that has some coronavirus stories within it for you to take in. And in the meantime, if you'd like to reach out to me, you can reach me by email. It's kyanik@northcoastmedia.net. We'll keep in touch. We'll try to do this again, another week or so, just to keep everybody face to face. We don't really have that anymore these days. So if I can't come see you, maybe you can see me through a video. But hope everybody's doing well out there. Stay healthy, stay safe, and we'll be in touch.